I believe we have Eplicas on the line right now for a little bit of an interview. Eplicas, how are you?
I don't know. How do you think you would feel after that last match?
That was absolutely insane. I would be sweating bullets. I don't know how you look so fine and handsome still. I would just be drenched.
I think I need a shower, honestly. I am, oh dear, after that. Both those matches, super intense. Props to Red. Those are the games that I play Shadowverse for.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was great. That was fantastic.
Yeah, you had a really tough time. Red was constantly drawing soul squashers on your Ceres play in the first game, and then that last game was just an insane draw for a D-shift player. That's something that you don't want to see any day of the week, right?
No, I was sure I had lost by turn 6. My hand was so dead, I wasn't drawing anything, and somehow defensive shift pulled out. I don't know if anyone else noticed. I had 3 cards left in my deck at the match.
Yeah, you were really close to decking out. Incredible win. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Eplicas. You're part of Team Disaster. How did you get into Shadowverse? How did you make your way all the way here to the Shadowverse Open?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna try and make this brief because it's kind of a longer story. I actually got into Shadowverse just because I was looking for a game to stream. I had recently stopped playing Magic because I didn't have time to go to tournaments and whatnot, and I just found Steam one day. Thought, hey, might as well give this a try. Took me only 3 weeks to hit Masters, so I got a little bored, started looking to the competitive scene, and that's where I met everyone I'm on the team with now.
Well, that's incredible. Well, glad to have you join us. Tell me a little bit more about yourself as kind of a card game player. What kind of archetypes do you like to play, or do you like to be diverse? Is there like a particular pet deck or something that you just really love and really like to kind of pilot to victory a lot?
Well, when I first started, it was right at the end of Rise of the Bahamut, after the Piercing Rune nerf, and Daria was the first card I ever opened. I've been using the Daria emblem ever since. I had Tier 1 Daria built within 3 hours of downloading the game because Shadowverse is just so generous with their packs and vials and whatnot. And that's kind of just always been my favorite. I'm always experimenting with Daria, always trying to see if she can come back in the meta. I don't think it's quite her time yet, but she's getting close. She's getting close.
Closer, for sure. Envy believes that Daria is like already here. Envy is also a hardcore Daria fan. I don't know if you share similar thoughts, but I guess close is the answer. Now, here's a real question. Right? You're a Daria fan. You like Runecraft, but what about Portalcraft?
Portalcraft, I am incredibly excited for. We don't exactly know how it's going to play yet, because not a lot of cards have been spoiled, but I very much like the idea of manipulating the cards in your deck. I think Resonate is an incredibly unique ability, and I am so excited to try and play around with that. I messed around with artifacts a lot in Magic the Gathering. I don't think it's going to play exactly the same as here, but if I have learned anything, it's that if you put artifact on a card, it's generally broken.
Got it. We'll take that to heart. Absolutely, we'll take that to heart. Eplicas, for you as kind of a competitor and a player, I mean, you seem to be doing pretty well. You're certainly holding your own in the round robin. Who are kind of the opponents that you're most looking forward to? Red is not an easy opponent to defeat, for sure, so that's going to be a good accomplishment. Are there any other players in your group that you're kind of looking towards as kind of a tough opponent, or is there people that you're very confident in playing against? How do you kind of take the competition?
For this group, it's really hard to say. I know the players in my group. I played against them before, not nearly as much as a lot of others in the competitive scene. I don't know. I think I'm just going to take them one step at a time. The only one that particularly scares me, if I had to name one, would be Fantasy.
Fantasy has been doing really well I mean, he's going to the tournament in Tokyo, Japan, the World Grand Prix. Any thoughts on that too? I mean, you had a run through the Contenders Cup as well, right? We haven't been able to really talk at all before, but how did you feel about it? How do you feel about your run? Obviously heartbreaking that you didn't qualify, but how was the experience?
It was intense leading up to it, for sure. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't make it, but I've still got NGE, so that's something.
Absolutely. And
But
there's going to be more in the future, too. So definitely the
mhm.
opportunity. Is that something that you're really kind of excited for? Something that you're looking forward to?
Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be competing until I can't compete anymore.
That's fantastic to hear. I have two more questions for you. One, what is your favorite hobby outside of card gaming? Are you a gamer? Is there something like that you're passionate about? Are you kind of like studying something, or are you working in a particular industry that you really love?
I'm kind of a jack of all trades, honestly. There's nothing really in particular that I can think of. I do play a lot of games. I stream in my off time. I've been meaning to do that more often, but honestly, outside of that, it's mostly just Shadowverse right now.
Awesome. Hey, what is your stream URL? What is your Twitch ID?
Oh, that's just I use the same name everywhere, so just Twitch username is Eplicas.
All right, Eplicas, www.twitch.tv/Eplicas is where you find him. Any words that you want to say, any shout outs, anybody that supports you, family, friends, any of that that you want to kind of give a small word to?
Definitely a huge shout out to my team. Oh man, I've got a long way to go as a competitive player. Honestly, I don't even know how I'm here. But without the support from my team, there's no way I would have made it. Azure, Crumsion, Essia, off the top of my head, Underwear. Just everyone on the team has been a huge help in me getting where I am now.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to kind of talk with us. Very glad to meet you. Hopefully we get to talk more in the future. And absolutely Disaster has been on a tear. So that was Eplicas, guys.